I know it's a lot of ladies in here that's doing the work. Usually, when I'm speaking to the issues and the problems that people are having, especially holding people accountable, whether it's men or women, I'm not necessarily talking to bag chasers because I know bag chasers is doing the work. I know that y'all hear what it is that I communicate, whether it's on Wednesday night on the other channel or we on the Millionaire Morning Show and we're using people as examples. I know that y'all largely see the things that I'm speaking about as a cautionary tale, and you're not looking at it as something that you're going through yourself. And so you gird up, right? Usually the people that hear your message are ones that's already on a journey, or they're already having that moment in their life where they feel like they have to make that transition, and they're making adjustments accordingly, right? But it's not usually my women, and so that's why you see so many women rocking with me, is because they don't find themselves in a situation where they're the ones that I'm talking about. Only hit dogs holler, right? And if they do see any signs of something that I'm speaking about that they need to make some changes or adjustments to, or they just wasn't mindful about it, they do so, right? But it's the ones that don't. And what I'm trying to understand, and maybe you guys can help me understand it a little bit more, is what's the goal? What's the objective? What's the objective? When you look at a Keke Palmer, for example, right? Because I'm always trying to understand, why are our women so obsessed with the streets? Why are they determined to find themselves single? What is the attraction to being a single mother? Why is that a thing? Why is it a thing to find a woman that wants to be for the streets? I don't understand. Why would you want to find yourself trying to look for a father of a child that is not inherently the biological father of the child? Why would you have a child with the objective of finding a stepfather to then take care of a child that you're weaponizing against the father, or you're weaponizing against the real biological father? I don't understand it. I don't understand what the goal is, right? Freezy said it yesterday when we was on the live stream, and he said, did everybody, was it Freezy or was it, no, it wasn't Freezy. I don't think it was Freezy. It might have been somebody else. But he said, did everybody forget that Usher allegedly was accused of having herpes? And don't get me wrong, I like Usher. I love the way that he handled the situation. He never responded to it at all. He didn't even blink about it. I think that Usher handles things perfectly as far as all of the shrapnel and the issues coming. And I don't even see Usher as the problem in this. Usher is just doing what men do. You don't get mad at the player, you get mad at the game. The guy can't get mad at Usher because all Usher doing is weaponizing Keke Palmer in order to continue to run his back. Like, do y'all not realize that the Ushers, when you talking about the Keke Palmers, it's ultimately leveraging and using you for a bag? Don't y'all realize that? Don't you realize that the dude that you wind up cheating on, the guy that you at home with, don't give a fuck about you? Y'all, don't, y'all so smart. You keep saying that you the smarter the guys, you mature faster and all of this. So you smart, but you dumb at the same time. I'm just trying to understand what the objective is, honestly. Before we get into the show, because we got a lot to discuss. We got to talk about these capping ass rappers that y'all keep following and why black culture is so trash. We got to revisit, the sassy Dubai trucker. Apparently she's back and better than ever. We got a lot of things to talk about, but I'm just understanding, is it for the clout? And when you really start to put things in perspective, right? So let's give an example. Why do women care about how big their wedding ring is? Because men don't care about that. No man sees you and sees your wedding ring and say, damn, she more attractive, or she doper, or she hotter, or some shit like that. You do this shit for other women. Why do women then put butterfly eyelashes on, for example? Why do women have such big nails when guys don't give a fuck about how big and long your nails are? And if you ask them in most of these situations, whether it's the ring, the nails, the stuff that they do every day, the conversations that they have, I honestly believe, and this is a theory, and this is something that we're going to have to probably a vet out on Fight Club over the weekend. I believe in my heart that women tend to be more attracted to and is more concerned about what other women think than the men that they say that they want to be with, even if you are already in a situation. Women usually look to be validated by other women, not the man that they laying down next to every day. It got to be for the clout. It got Keke Palmer cannot be doing this because she sees it as in the best interest of her or her child. In no situation ever in the world has it ever been best for a woman. And we have the insight, understanding, the historical references that we can harken back to in order to really be able to substantiate our argument to know. In every situation, we use historical references in order to really make better decisions. We got Chat GBT. We're more advanced than we ever have been. We don't even need to go to the library or go and get an encyclopedia. We can literally Google that shit. You ain't even got to Google it. You can just talk to Siri. And in what situation, as smart as y'all say y'all are, most educated, most enrolled, the most in debt, you fucking leverage your whole life in order to get educated, right? In what situation did we ever feel like or believe that the thing that is best for you and your child is to go on a tour of degrading and talking negatively about the father of the child that you decided to lay next to, that was helping you and holding your hand when you were at your ugliest, pushing out that child, and then saying, "This is best for me to then align myself with a singer, an R&B singer who has basically been linked to everything that's been fucking walking and been tearing up the streets." You will risk it all to get the validation of women that says, "You go, girl," while she's sitting there laying up with her husband doing the thing that's in her own best interest. I've never seen so many people reference Beyonce when it comes to them continuing to make bad decisions. Meanwhile, Beyonce is fucking bringing back that bag to the crib so that they can bust that shit down together. I've never seen so many people reference what people sing about instead of looking at how it is that they live their life in order to validate how it is that they're going to do what they're going to do. Never. In the history of in my lifetime have I ever seen so many smart dumb people. In my lifetime, I have never seen so many smart, dumb people. Beyonce will drop single ladies while at the same time being submissive and married, allegedly caught her man cheating, wouldn't leave her man, but then you go into her concert single as fuck and willing to leave your man at home in order to make sure that you validate what it is that you want to do. Because your homegirls told, think about that for a minute. She not leaving her man. Under no circumstances is Beyonce walking away. She'll capitalize off of it. They'll make a song about it. Jay Z sitting in the back like, yeah, B. Jay Z don't even fucking tour no more. Jay Z don't even tour. He got his chick over there bringing back a bag. Jay Z be walking through the audience with his daughter like, yeah. Do you realize that Jay don't even work no more? Jay Z don't work no more. But you keep talking about how it is that you supposed to sit at home and he got his chick bringing back a bag while then at the same time finessing you, and they doing the thing that's usually traditional when it comes to households. Have y'all paid attention to that shit? He don't even work. He just be doing like this. Yeah, B. Might throw a reference track out there here and there. Directing the Super Bowl, yeah, I don't want him on there. Lead the game off. Go ahead and get Eminem. I don't know. She out there dancing and fucking water waving right after she break her foot and losing the baby weight. And he like, yeah, B, I see you. Meanwhile, you over there trying to leave your man in order to go to the concert and fucking selling your whole kidney in order to be able to pay to go and validate your behavior with a bunch of people that don't give a fuck about you. Have you thought about this for a minute? If you look at the vessel and then you look at the message that's coming out of it, how does that make sense? You know, I look at this Keke Palmer situation, and for all intents and purposes, let's just use the words in context. Keke Palmer is literally the girl in school that is supposed to be smart, supposed to be doing the right thing, but want to be in the N club. Keke Palmer, this is going to be the preface for the show, y'all. Keke Palmer is good girl trying to be bad, but everybody know that she ain't really a bad girl and she ain't really, but she really going to be for the streets. Keke Palmer is the worst of women, right? Because she's really supposed to be a lame, which is really a good thing because I celebrate lames. I celebrate nerds. She's supposed to be the chick that's in the house, right? She's supposed to be when we got her in Aquila and the B, we like, oh damn, that might be the next Angela Bassett if she go about taking care of business. She could be a black queen. She's supposed to be the Angela Bassett's, you know what I'm saying, in that sphere, going down that path, getting all of these fucking actor roles, taking care of business. She's supposed to be the lame. We know that Keke is supposed to be a lame. She's the chick in school that is supposed to be the one that is most likely to succeed. But she's so obsessed with validating herself, and instead of her being what inherently she is, which is a good thing, she want to be for the streets, and we know she not really like that. You not even really like, you the worst of the worst, because at least the chicks that's in the streets that was born of that, that's of that ilk, they know what they are. They know they hoes. They know they for the streets. They never really had no potential anyway other than getting a man and finessing him and hopefully getting with the dope boy that made it out of the streets and didn't go to jail. They know who they are. They know they roll. Hoes know they hoes. Lames know they lames, which is not a bad thing. The lames is that's the thing we celebrate. The worst thing, you know what the worst than a hoe is? A lame that's trying to be a hoe. There's nothing worse than a lame that's trying to be a hoe. Because we know that you're supposed to be the good girl. And we more disappointed in you. We celebrate when people come out of they bad situation and like, damn, she made it. She was never supposed to be that. She was the underdog, but she wanted to be getting her way up to the top. It's nothing worse than a person that's supposed to be at the top that's born there and you slumming it out. What's the objective? What is the objective? Like Big Red, Sexy Red. We know that Sexy Red is for the. Nobody is ever going. You know why women celebrate and they gonna always love Sexy Red and Cardi B and those type of women way more than they like Keke Palmer that want to be like them, and they looking at her like, look at this lame bitch. Sexy Red, Meg The Stallion, the Cardi B's, those type of women look at Keke Palmer like, you lame asshole. We want to be like you. You trying to be like us. They gonna laugh at you. They gonna make way more money than you. They gonna be more successful than you. They gonna be embraced by the streets, the hood rats, and the thugs way more than you. People gonna twerk to their stuff because they understand the culture. They gonna capitalize off of that shit. They gonna win when it comes to finances. It's still gonna be bad for the culture, but they gonna be way more successful and they gonna laugh the fuck at you because you was never supposed to be in that situation in the first place. You was supposed to be a Keela and the B. You want to be Sexy Red. What's the objective? Why? Why are you so influenced? Cardi B is doing what, think about this shit. Cardi B is doing what Keke Palmer is supposed to be doing. Cardi B ain't leaving her man. She's sitting in the crib. Cardi B won't even drop another fucking album. Cardi B hit, and she just been riding that wave the whole time. I'm gonna read that super chat shortly. Cardi B is sitting in the crib with a baby saying that my kid ain't never gonna be like what it is that I grew up like. Keke Palmer is trying to be Cardi B. Cardi B has already transitioned over to what Keke Palmer is supposed to be. You see how backwards this shit is? It's the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so stupid. Cardi B is what Keke is supposed to be as far as how she living her life and she not leaving her man and she getting the bag. Keke Palmer is trying to be Cardi B and dropping trash ass music. And this is our cultural norm. This is our cultural norm.